Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today I'm gonna tell you about my top tech items for this year. By the way, if you like this type of content, very casual, like I'm a best friend just hanging out, talking to you about tech, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm closing in on 250K subs, guys, and this is amazing, and I would love for you guys to join the ride. So first of all, guys, we gotta talk about iPhones, and the iPhone 15 Plus is the best phone for most people. But if you don't want an iPhone, then the Pixel 8 is a great option too. I compared both these phones in a video where I did a head-to-head comparison. That video is linked down below, but what I would tell you is that both phones have great performance, very similar battery life, and also the camera on both systems are extremely good. Whichever phone you end up with, I think you'll be happy, and I think this is a very good year to upgrade to those phones. So most phones have good enough video, but let's say you don't want to use your phone for video, but you want to shoot some action, you don't want to buy full on like mirrorless or SLR. So check this out. This is the Pocket 3 from DJI. It has a 3-axis gimbal, and the coolest feature about it is that you can turn it on and you're ready to record within a couple of seconds. And it being a gimbal means it is super steady when it comes to video. I used this just on a recent trip when I was working with Apple, and I was able to record a lot of video using this handheld, and it's really nice. If you want to shoot vertical content, you just flip it vertical, and now you're shooting vertical content. If you want to flip the gimbal around to record yourself, you just push this little button here, and the gimbal will then rotate to yourself, and then you can press record, and now I'm recording myself with my face in the frame at all times. I mean, this thing right here is very useful, very practical. I would say video quality is very similar to the iPhone, so you're not like gaining quality or losing quality, but what you are gaining is definitely flexibility. This isn't cheap. If you buy it just by itself, this is the price right here. And then it also has a creator kit, which actually comes with the microphone and some additional accessories as well. So you do have options with this thing to deck it out, but it doesn't come cheap. And at that point, it's just one of those things, like if you already have a good phone, do you need this? But if you already have a phone and you just need stabilization, then check out this next product. Okay, so let's say you like the camera on your phone, then this guy right here is the Insta360 Flow. This is a gimbal that is designed for your phone, but it's more than just a gimbal. It has a whole lot of things that it can do. So check this out. So you take your phone, you disconnect this from here, and then you put it on the back of your phone. This is a 15 Pro Max, so it's a rather large phone, but even it being large and with the case, it still can support it. We swivel this out, we then attach our phone to it, and now turn this on, and boom, we have our gimbal. Now what's really cool about this gimbal, so many things you can do. It has built-in feet, so you pull these legs out, and it can be a handle, or it can actually be legs. Pull these out all the way, and now bam, we can now sit this on the table. So we have our gimbal right here on the table. So here's the view from what the camera sees using the gimbal. It does face tracking, so as you can see, it is now following my face around. So we have that. We also have gesture control, so I can use my hand, and when I use my hand, it now will start recording a video following my face, which is really cool. It is pretty precise too, and it works really well, and it's very fast, and it's really good for people who are solo shooters and things like that. But that's not all. It can do a whole lot more too. So this also extends up. So check this out. So now we have more height. We can extend this up, and now we can also track our face still, and it looks down. But it also can track objects too. So for example, let me grab this guy right here, and now draw a box around this, and now it's tracking this object. So there's absolutely a lot of things you can do with this product, and for me as a content creator, this has been extremely helpful creating content on the go. This is only $150, and if it was $250, I still would recommend it. It's just one of those products that rarely, you look at the price and you're like, that's a steal. All right, so let's talk audio. What type of earbuds do I recommend using? And if you're on the iOS ecosystem, it's still going to be the AirPods Pro 2. Now, the new AirPods Pro 2 now has USB-C on the back, so it makes it even easier to charge, but it also can charge via wireless as well, Qi charging, and also MagSafe 2 if you wish. The new AirPods also had sort of a silent update. Hardware-wise, they're a little bit different. They should fit a little bit better, and also when it comes to noise pass-through, it should work a lot better too. Without it being actual crazy new hardware, they made a lot of changes to make them a lot better. And also on Amazon, they're pretty cheap right now. Typically they're $249, but now they're around $200, which is a really great price. Now it's also the AirPods that are the non-Pro version, which works okay, but I think when we start factoring the price, the Pros are just gonna be a little bit better. They're smaller and you have more features overall. Now, if you're not sold on AirPods, the Sony XM5's earbuds are really good too. Now, they are more expensive than the AirPods, so that is the only reason I recommend the AirPods over these. And the AirPods also work on Android too. You just don't get all those great features. But the XM5s, they have a better microphone than the AirPods. The audio quality is better, and also the noise cancellation is on par in my opinion. They're normally $300, but they're on sale for $250 routinely. But it's just one of those things that, like, for that price, you still have to go with the AirPods in my opinion. And for someone that travels, and I have a lot of long flights, you know, sticking these things in the ears just doesn't make sense for 6 or 7 hours. It starts to get uncomfortable. So over the ears make the most sense for those type of people. So people are gonna talk about the AirPods Max, right? People are gonna talk about these guys. And to be honest, they're not my favorite headphones. Now, I do have the Spigen covers on the side of them to kind of protect them and kind of have this really cool look. But being honest, these are not my favorite at all. But these are heavily discounted too, so my link is down below if you just wanna go all Apple, which I totally get, I totally understand. But in my opinion, I think Sony did a better job with the XM5's over-the-ears headphones. Now these are great. Let's go ahead and open these up. And what I like about them, number one, is that noise cancellation is really good on these. I think these are on par with the AirPods, being 100% honest, and the comfort. You know, you have these cushions right here. They really feel like couch cushions. They are extremely comfortable. Battery life is fantastic as well, netting you over 10 hours. So when I travel, I don't have to bring a charger or anything special with it, because for the most part, they can last both flights. But it does charge via USB-C and it's quick charge as well. Also, mics built in all over it, so you can take phone calls wearing these as well. But I did find the mic performance a little bit disappointing compared to what they were promising. Now, the big drawback of these, that these do not fold anymore. The XM4s used to fold in and get a lot smaller, but these are pretty thin though. If you take a look at it, I think these are really thin. They can still slide into like the bag or the corner of the bag. Regardless, for over-the-ear headphones, these are my choice, and they're routinely on sale as well. So make sure you hit my link down below to check those out. So for portable speakers, I love the Soundcore Motion X300. Now this is the perfect size to toss into a golf bag, toss into a purse, or anything like that if you want to take this somewhere. It is water resistant, IP7X, so it can handle some splashes and some light submersion. And overall, this is just a great speaker. You have 13 hours of battery life. You have a lot of bass, so it's fun for parties. And just overall, the audio quality is really good as well. So let's do a quick audio sample so you can hear how it sounds from this tiny little $80 speaker. So I'll say I have the volume at around 20% right now, and here's how it sounds at 100. So this little tiny speaker can definitely fill a room out really well. And this is just a great speaker for $80. Here's the big brother. This is the X600. It's a much bigger speaker. It has more bass, has spatial audio, and I will say battery life is almost as good as the smaller version too. Now, what I like about this speaker is, you know, as I already said, it has more bass, it gets louder, but you have this upward firing speaker, and what that allows is for spatial audio. So you get audio that is actually going up, you have audio from the sides, from the back, and you create this cone of audio around you. And there's a little button right here that allows you to turn that feature on, and it definitely changes how music sounds, and it's really fun to use. Now, it's not as portable. You do have this handle that doesn't move, and so you're pretty much stuck with this handle as you walk around with it. So I don't think it's great to take to golfing or anything like that, but if you're going to have a party, you're gonna be stationary, this speaker definitely can knock. Let's go ahead and do another audio sample right now. So this is about 25%. So So you probably can't hear the difference, but the bass is very smooth. The audio sounds really good. Let's crank it up to 100%. Let's hear how it sounds. So I will say at 100%, it's not as smooth as the 300, but at around 75%, that's the sweet spot for loudness and clarity. So let's say you're in the Sonos ecosystem, just like me. I have about 15 Sonos speakers, and you wanna add additional speakers to this setup, but you wanna add portable speakers to this setup. Well, Sonos has a couple of options, and I have 2 of them here today. This is the Sonos Rome. This is their smallest speaker, and what makes Sonos speakers really good is that you have this ecosystem, and so then you can start playing music anywhere in the house. So for example, I can play music upstairs in the bedroom, and then I can play music in the basement. I can play music in the kitchen. All those speakers will work together, and you have this cohesiveness with music. And you can turn that into a home entertainment center. So when you have a Sonos speaker, you are literally buying into an ecosystem, and a lot of people are invested heavily like me. Sonos Rome, here it is right now, $189. So it is pretty expensive, but everything Sonos is expensive. You're paying for the experience. You can connect via Bluetooth or even AirPlay, which makes this very easy and very portable to use. Previous Sonos wireless speakers, you could only use the Sonos app. Now you can just do Bluetooth, or you can even just do AirPlay as well. You have 10 hours of battery life, and it also does wireless charging in addition to the USB-C port on the back. So let's go ahead and do an audio sample with the Sonos Rome, and maybe we can hear the difference compared to the Motion 300. This is about 25%. I would say for the Sonos Rome, it does sound pretty good as a portable speaker, but once you start getting to those higher volumes, it definitely falls apart a lot faster compared to the Motion. But once again, people are going to buy this because it's part of their ecosystem. And we also have the Move 2 from Sonos as well. This is a portable speaker too. It is obviously a lot bigger than the Rome, so it definitely gets louder, has more bass, has more speakers, and it also has better battery life too. Sonos says up to 24 hours, and I can't vouch for 24 hours, but I can say after around 4 or 5 days of usage without putting it on its base, I'm down to about 15%. And this is just off and on usage, not constant usage. It does have a charging base that you set it on, and that is pretty much how you charge it. So this can be just a stationary speaker that you will take with you if you want to enhance a certain room. Let's say you're having a party and you take this from the basement, bring it upstairs to have more speakers. This is definitely very heavy, so it's nothing you're gonna really travel with or take it in a bag and go somewhere with it. This definitely should stay stationary. At the very top, it does have touch controls allowing you to adjust volume up and down. Also play and stop are up here too. So it's really easy to use. It's a very nice speaker. It looks really great in the home decor. It blends in, it's not an eyesore. And yeah, you have all those great Sonos features, and you have Bluetooth connectivity and AirPlay too as well. I would say for audio quality, it definitely sounds really good. I would say it's even a touch more clear, and the bass is a little bit better than the X600 from Soundcore. But this Move 2 is a pricier speaker at $450. So phones are getting better at gaming, Android and especially the iPhone, but a new segment is popping up, and that is handheld gaming. This right here is the Asus ROG Ally. Now, there are many different ones on the market, and this is a very new segment. So with new segments come higher prices, and there's just a lot of pain points with it. So this segment isn't just about the ROG Ally by itself and the pain points with it. It's about all these handhelds will have something that isn't right, something that seems a bit off. And the ROG Ally is definitely no exception to the rule. But I will say, when you are traveling and you have a long flight and you have something to do, knowing that you can pop this open and start gaming is really good. Now, what led me to the ROG Ally is that it runs Windows, which could be a bad thing, but it's also a good thing because this allows me to play Xbox Game Pass. And as you can see, my ROG Ally is actually frozen right now. So A lot of pain points, as I said before. There's a lot of pain points, and it's something that, like, if you're not a person who understands computers, you may struggle with this a little bit, because this is a computer. You have to update drivers, it runs Windows, and you have to do updates and all those things. It's not like a gaming system. Like I said, this is an early segment product, and it's expensive. This is $700. These are the Meta Raybands, and these are smart glasses that finally do not look horrible. You can take pictures and record videos just by tapping on the side. Now, when it's recording, there's a little light flashing to let people know that you are recording. You can stream directly to Instagram or Facebook, or just save images to your phone if you wish. These glasses are also Bluetooth speakers, and what impresses me the most is that it has a microphone built in, and the design isn't much heavier than normal Ray-Ban glasses, and that's very impressive. These also can work with your insurance company, so you can actually get these under insurance too with the lenses, which is really cool. They come in, I believe, 3 different designs from Ray-Ban, and these are really cool. It's sort of the next level of capturing content of something that's a wearable, and I think that's really cool. If you're looking for a mid-level to high-end TV, then look no further than the TCL QM8. This was my pick for the best TV this year when factoring pricing. This TV has all the bells and whistles that you can want from a TV. It runs Google, it has a great picture, has okay sound, even though you should buy a sound bar, has a great design, and it games very well. I mean, if you're in the market for a TV that is more expensive than this TV, you're gonna be paying nearly $1,000 more, whereas this TV is priced aggressively to sell, and I am a huge fan of this TV. I made a full video talking about it already, so hit my link down below if you're interested. And also, I don't wanna say the price, because the price on this thing changes very often. And I'm sure by the time you click on this video, it's different than what it is today. Once again, guys, a big thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more types of videos like this, please let me know. Kevin the Tech Ninja, happy holidays. Talk to you guys later. Peace.